This is, without a doubt, the most iconic Hey Arnold episode, and I will fight you on that. Hello, Jeremy Senpai here, and for today's episode review of Hey Arnold, we're going to be taking a look at the episode that is synonymous with Hey Arnold. That's right, everyone. I am talking, of course, about Pigeon Man. The episode opens up with Arnold feeding his pigeons. He takes one of them, Chester, who isn't looking too good, and gives him the job of delivering a message to Gerald. The next day, Arnold's friends all meet up to play baseball, with Gerald showing up late. Arnold realizes now that Chester never made it to Gerald's. Then they all looked up to the sky just in time to see Chester fall, and Arnold catches him just in time. Chester is horribly sick, and Arnold is contemplating to figure out what to do, only for Sid and Gerald to come up with the legend of Pigeon Man, the myth of a crazed man who only has pigeons for his company and prefers solitary from the rest of society. Arnold is set on seeing Pigeon Man, only for the rest of his friends to prevent him from doing so, calling the man crazy. Arnold, however, isn't deterred. He finds the building where Pigeon Man lives. He climbs the long flights of stairs until he reaches the roof. Here, he meets Pigeon Man and the huge flock that he takes care of. Arnold explains that Chester is sick. Pigeon Man takes Chester and tells Arnold to come back tomorrow. The next day, Arnold's friends are all asking about Pigeon Man, so sure with their preconceptions that he's just a crazy lone guy. Arnold, however, is quick to defend him, but nobody believes him, some even saying that Arnold is making the entire thing up. Arnold goes back to visit Pigeon Man, who reveals his real name to be Vincent, where he instructs him how to treat Chester, even providing him with berries that he needs to take every 4 hours. This eventually leads to the two having a conversation where Arnold learns that the two of them both had Miss Slovak as their teacher, and it was because of an assignment that Vincent had in her class that gave him an interest in birds. However, his friends grew to think that he was weird and kept their distance from him. In doing so, Vincent became Pigeon Man, a lonely hermit who prefers birds for company and keeps his distance from people due to their preconceptions regarding him. However, Arnold convinces Pigeon Man to go out and revisit some of the things he's missed out on. The two of them grab some pizza. However, Harold, Stinky, and Joey see Arnold and Pigeon Man through the window in the shop and come up with the brilliant idea to go to his home and mess with his stuff. The three boys go to Pigeon Man's home and start destroying everything they can. This results in the pigeons getting riled up and scare away the boys, leaving the place destroyed and now abandoned. Pigeon Man and Arnold return home and see the damage. Arnold asks what happened. Vincent answers that people did this. He tells Arnold that the pigeons will come back. They're birds. He trusts them, he understands them. But it's people he doesn't trust or understand, only adding on to his distrust towards humans. Vincent decides to leave the city, telling Arnold that he's hoping to meet another kid like Arnold where he goes, telling him that Arnold's kindness towards him gives him some faith in people. The pigeons surround Vincent and fly him off to the sun, leaving behind Arnold and Chester. A lot of people talk about how iconic this episode is, how it is synonymous with Hey Arnold in general, and there are a number of reasons for this. One of the running themes is the local legend aspect of the show, where they share this story of a mythic person living in the city and Arnold and his friends going out of their way to prove this real or not. Something that the creator, Craig Bartlett, said they tried to include regularly, since it adds the sense of adventure that kids wish that they had. And even more so is Arnold's kindness that would win over these people where other people overlook them. Like all kids groups, communities, and even neighborhoods, they have their local myths, like about an old woman who lives in her house and the people call her a witch, or an abandoned house that they say is filled with ghosts. Or in Pigeon Man's case, these people are usually built up to be more of a stereotype based on stories that are told about them, and those stories become folk judging someone without actually meeting them. One of these best examples I can think of in modern media is Bruno from Encanto, where his family and even the townspeople created stories about him based on his powers to see the future. And in doing so, he became a social pariah, even among his own family, when in reality, he's more of a messenger that people chose to shoot when it was something they didn't want to hear. These people become caricatures and stereotypes that people build up stories around without actually meeting them, and in doing so, these people become wary of other people and keep their distance, thus fueling those rumors even more so. We've all had at least heard of someone like this. Maybe they are everything we believe them to be, or maybe there's something more than just the stories. Sometimes you just gotta find out for yourself. But anyway, these are just my thoughts. Feel free to share yours in the comments down below. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Hit like and subscribe if you like what you heard and want to hear more. And please, have yourself a good day.